Surah Al-Hijr, the Rocky Tract, verse number 41 to 99. I seek refuge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from accursed shaitan devil, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Allah said, this is a way which will lead straight to me. Certainly you shall have no authority over my slaves except those who follow you of the mushrikeen and those who go astray, criminals, policiers and evildoers. And surely hell is the promised place for them all. Hell has 7 gates. For each of those gates is a special class of sinners assigned. Truly the muttaqeen, the pious, will be amidst gardens and water springs paradise. It will be said to them, enter therein paradise in peace and security, and we shall remove from their breasts any deep feeling of bitterness that they may have, so they will be like brothers facing each other on thrones. No sense of fatigue shall touch them, nor shall they ever be asked to leave it. Declare, O Muhammad, peace be upon him, to my slaves, that truly I am the oft forgiving, the most merciful, and that my torment is indeed the most painful torment. And tell them about the guests, the angels of Abraham. Then when they entered to him and said, Salam, peace, Abraham said, indeed we are afraid of you. The angels said, do not be afraid, we give you glad tidings of a boy son possessing much knowledge and wisdom. Abraham said, peace be upon him, do you give me glad tidings of a son when old age has overtaken me? Of what then is your news? The angels said, we give you glad tidings in truth, so be not of the despairing. Abraham said, and who despairs of the mercy of his Lord, except those who are astray? Abraham, peace be upon him, said again, what then is the business on which you have come, O messengers? The angels said, we have been sent to a people who are mujrimeen, criminals, disbelievers, polytheists, sinners, all except the family of Lut, peace be upon him. Them all we are surely going to save from destruction, except his wife, of whom we have decreed that she shall be of those who remain behind. She will be destroyed. Then when the messengers, the angels, came to the family of Lut, peace be upon him, he said, verily you are people unknown to me. They said, nay, we have come to you with that torment which they have been doubting, and we have brought you the truth, the news of the destruction of your nation, and certainly we tell the truth. Then travel in a part of the night with your family, and you go behind them in the rear, and let no one amongst you look back, but go on to where you are ordered. And we made known this decree to him, that the root of those sinners was to be cut off in the early morning. And the inhabitants of the city came rejoicing at the news of the young man's arrival. Lut, peace be upon him, said, verily these are my guests, so shame me not, and fear Allah, and disgrace me not. They, the people of the city, said, did we not forbid you from entertaining or protecting any of the Alameen people, foreigners and strangers from us? Lut, peace be upon him, said, these, the girls of the nation, are my daughters, to marry lawfully if you must act so. Verily by your life, O Muhammad, peace be upon him, in their wild intoxication they were wandering blindly, so as saw torment, a full cry overtook them at the time of sunrise, and we turned the towns of Sodom in Palestine upside down and rained down on them stones of baked clay. Surely in this are signs for those who see or understand or learn the lesson from the signs of Allah. And verily the cities were right on the high road from Mecca to Syria, the place where the Dead Sea is now. Surely therein is indeed a sign for the believers. And the dwellers in the wood, the people of Madian, to whom Prophet Shoaib, peace be upon him, was sent by Allah, were also Zalimin polytheists and wrongdoers. So we took vengeance on them. They are both on an open highway plain to see. And verily the dwellers of Al-Hijr, the rocky tract, denied the messengers, and we gave them our signs, but they were averse to them, and they used to hew out dwellings from the mountains, feeling themselves secure. But as Saha, torment-full cry overtook them in the early morning of the fourth day of their promised punishment days, and all that they used to earn availed them not. And we created not the heavens and the earth and all that is between them except with truth, and the whore is surely coming. So overlook, O Muhammad, peace be upon him, their faults with gracious forgiveness. This was before the ordainment of jihad, holy fighting in Allah's cause. Verily your Lord is the all-knowing Creator. And indeed we have bestowed upon you 7 of Al-Matahani, 7 repeatedly recited verses, Surah Al-Fatiha and the Grand Quran. Look not with your eyes ambitiously at what we have bestowed on certain classes of them, the disbelievers, nor grieve over them, and lower your wings for the believers. Be courteous to the fellow believers, and say, O Muhammad, peace be upon him, I am indeed a plain warner, as we have sent down on the divider, Quraysh, pagans, or Jews and Christians, who have made the Quran into parts, believed in one part and disbelieved in the other. So by your Lord, O Muhammad, peace be upon him, we shall certainly call all of them to account for all that they used to do. Therefore proclaim openly Allah's message, Islamic monotheism, that which you are commanded, and turn away from al-mushrikeen, polytheists, idolaters, disbelievers. Truly we will suffice you against the kuffars, who set up along with Allah another ilah God, but they will come to know. Indeed we know that your breast is straitened at what they say. So glorify the praises of your Lord, and be of those who prostrate themselves to him, and worship your Lord until there comes to you the certainly death.